Alright folks, buckle up. Here's the inside scoop on one of the most jaw-dropping betrayals in American history, complete with a shady rendezvous, a general gone rogue, and enough backstabbing to make a soap opera blush. It's the treason of Benedict Arnold, starring our soon-to-be favorite villain, Benedict Arnold, and a British officer with an espionage flair, Major John André. Now picture a spy thriller, but everyone's wearing powdered wigs. Our story kicks off with Arnold's less-than-ideal vibe. Once, he was the valiant American general everyone wanted on their team. A fierce guy who fought hard, took names, and racked up some serious street cred with wins at Ticonderoga and Saratoga. But behind the scenes, he was feeling, let's just say, less than appreciated. He wanted fame, cash, and a lot of thanks for risking your life. Instead, he got debt, a busted leg from battle, and a lot of side-eye from Congress. Arnold's morale wasn't just low, it was rock bottom. And his solution to all this? Well, cue the ominous music, he decided to flip teams. He looked at the American cause, shrugged, and thought, yeah, this is fun, but let's see what the British are paying. Arnold wasn't about to just hop the fence, he wanted his betrayal to be legendary. So he did what any scorned military officer with a lot of secrets would do. He reached out to the British, specifically Sir Henry Clinton, head of the British forces in New York. The pitch? Handing over West Point, that American stronghold that held massive strategic value, essentially the key to controlling the Hudson River. But Arnold wasn't giving it away for free. He wanted 20,000 pounds for the deed. Yep, our guy had a price tag. Now, Clinton didn't handle his own dirty work. He had people for that. Enter Major John André, an officer known for his charm and fancy tastes in fine arts and espionage. If he was alive today, he'd probably be the guy wearing designer suits while attending high-stakes poker games in Monaco. André and Arnold coordinated the details and planned a meetup like this was some 18th century Tinder date. On the night of September 21st, 1780, under the cover of darkness and with a vibe that screamed, "I'm up to no good," Arnold and André met near the Hudson River. The whole exchange was intense. They passed notes, discussed battle plans, and probably had the don't tell anyone conversation about 50 times. Arnold handed over detailed plans of West Point's defenses, maps, and troop placements. With this intel, the British could potentially crush the American resistance in one fell swoop. But there was one tiny hiccup. André wasn't dressed as an officer, but in civilian clothes. Big mistake. When you're a spy, this is basically like walking into a high security area with your ID on upside down. After their cozy little chat, André set off to deliver the goods to Clinton, probably already imagining the glory that awaited him back in New York. But the universe had other plans. Somewhere along the way, he ran into a group of American militiamen near Tarrytown, New York, who decided that André looked a little too suspicious. They searched him, found Arnold's incriminating papers stuffed in his boots, and bam, the jig was up. André's smooth spy routine had landed him in shackles, and he was sent straight to American command, where George Washington himself got a look at the stolen documents. When Arnold heard that André had been captured, he panicked like a kid who got caught cheating on a test. He didn't even wait around for Washington to arrive at his quarters. Nope. He bolted faster than anyone had ever seen, grabbing his boots and leaping out the window onto his horse. He made it to the British ship Vulture, yes, that's the real name, which was conveniently waiting for him on the Hudson. Meanwhile, Washington arrived, found the treasonous evidence, and put two and two together. Washington was reportedly furious and even deeply hurt. Benedict Arnold had been a trusted friend. And betrayal? That was a whole new level of insult. Major John André, though not the mastermind, bore the brunt of Arnold's betrayal. Washington held a court-martial, and André's fate was grim. Though Washington admired André's charm and composure, he was also aware that André was a spy caught red-handed, and back then the punishment for espionage was a one-way trip to the gallows. André faced his fate with class. He requested to be shot like a soldier rather than hanged like a criminal. But the Americans, staying by the rules, declined his request. And on October 2nd, 1780, André was hanged in Tappan, New York. The British were devastated, viewing him as a hero who'd been unjustly lost, while the Americans saw him as a casualty of Benedict Arnold's treachery. As for Benedict Arnold, He became one of the most infamous traitors in American history. He served in the British Army, but never gained the respect or high rank he hoped for. Ironically, the British couldn't quite shake the fact that if he betrayed his own country, he might betray theirs too. Arnold spent his later years in England, struggling to shake his past, and died in relative obscurity. So there you have it. The Treason of Benedict Arnold. It's got espionage, drama, a bit of slapstick failure, and a lesson on what happens when you try to sell out for cash and recognition. Benedict Arnold's name would forever be etched in history, not as a hero, but as America's most notorious backstabber, setting the gold standard for betrayal,